Welcome back to Shanahan Talks. On this segment of the show, we are going to be doing Why Do Catholics
Do That?
Yo yo! So the first topic for today's segment is the first Why Do Catholics Do That? The authority of sacred tradition and the magisterium. So God teaches us that His divine revelation comes to us through Scripture and tradition. And the magisterium helps us understand this truth as it continues to interpret sacred Scripture and sacred tradition.
And the SS reference, John 21:25, reveals that some of what Jesus did and taught is recorded in the SS and some is handed on through the ST. Now the ST reference, CCC 120, reveals that SS, ST, and M all work together to give us the truths of Jesus Christ.
So first off today, we will be going over to Shaun, who is in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and he will be giving us a little insight on a new church teaching. Alright.
Thank you. Today I will be covering the topic of the Immaculate Conception. Mary, as all Catholics should know, was conceived without original sin. Now how do we know this? Well, we know this because God teaches that Mary was indeed conceived free from original sin, and the Magisterium Ineffabilis Deus by Pope Pius IX helps us understand this truth as it continues to interpret sacred Scripture and sacred tradition. First, sacred Scripture reference, Luke chapter 1 verse 28, reveals that Mary was, still is, and always will be full of grace. Now finally, the sacred tradition reference, CCC 491, reveals that throughout the centuries of the Church, it has been made clear that Mary was free from sin from the moment of her conception. Thanks guys, back to you.
Thanks, Shaun. Now going to Sam to bring us another topic.
One of the most talked about topics in our world today is abortion. How do we know abortion is wrong? Well, God teaches that from the moment of conception until natural death, life should be respected. And the magisterial reference, Dona Vitae, helps us to understand these truths as it continues to interpret the sacred Scripture and sacred tradition. The sacred Scripture reference, Matthew chapter 18, verse 6, reveals that killing an innocent life will bring suffering to yourself, for it is worse than putting harm onto yourself. The sacred tradition reference, CCC 2270, reveals that life should be protected and respected from the moment of conception and on. Thank you guys, now back to you.
Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us on our new segment, Why Do Catholics
Do That? Yo yo!
Have a good one, guys.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!